I've had some tough days and I've had some really easy flowing days. And the days when I've had that were nice and flowing and easy and I felt productive, I was just excited. I felt good about myself. And when somebody would say, "How's it going?" I would say, "I feel great. It's been a great day." But then I've had days where I didn't feel so great. How many of us have had that? Many of us, right? I know I'm not the only one. And what do? Well, I'll tell you what I do. I end up beating up myself. I end up being really hard on myself. I'm like, what did I do today? And sometimes when I'm doing really terrible or I feel like I'm not as productive, I'm not concentrated, I'll just stop completely and go eat some chocolate or go on social media and stuff. I will completely remove myself from the situation. So what I want to talk about today is how to be able to be kind to yourself by allowing yourself to, one, be kind to yourself, and also in return, you'll end up being kind to other people with a clear understanding that it's okay that you do the best that you can within the time that you have. And sometimes the best that you can will be amazing in the morning and dwindle down towards the day. And sometimes the best that you can do will be an amazing start of the week and then dwindle down towards the end of the week. And sometimes you'll have the most amazing and productive weekend, but somehow on the weekday, you're just slouching, not at your best, not doing as good as you know you could do or have done the other days. At the end of the day, give yourself permission and the understanding that you are doing the best that you can with where you are and with what you have. And that allows you to have compassion and empathy for yourself. And if you can understand that, when you look at other people, if you get frustrated with other people, it'll help you also understand that people are doing the best that they can with what they have. So understand, you're not always going to be top level A game. You're not always going to be at your best. You'll wake up in the morning, you'll go for a run, you'll take your ice bath, you'll do your push-ups and your workout and you're ready to go. And everything's amazing. 3-4 hours later, you start dwindling down. Or 5 hours later, you start dwindling down. And it's going to happen. And it's going to happen to all of us. And how do you keep going? You just make sure that you give yourself credit for starting, you give yourself credit for showing up, you give yourself for making that attempt, and know that you are doing the best that you can, because your energy level throughout the day will always vary. It'll vary throughout the week, it'll vary throughout the month and throughout the year. I had times where I would start my year off really strong and be going really strong for 4 or 5 months, and then all of a sudden I get comfortable and I get relaxed and so forth. And then I've had years where it'll be fall and winter is coming and I'm like, oh my God, I have to get more done. And all of a sudden I get this crazy energy and I become more and more productive my last few months of the year than I did in my first. And the same thing happens within my day, and the same thing happens within my week. Some weeks I'll be more productive on the weekend. Some weeks I'll be incredibly productive towards the end of the week. So the most important thing you can do is remember your energy will always vary, and it's okay. And to give yourself permission to give yourself permission to be okay when your energy is at its low point. Just know that you are doing the best that you can with what you have, with where you are. So that's about it. Many of us are just too hard on ourselves, and me, myself included. This has been a great journey for me to be able to constantly work on myself, to be able to look down at my paperwork and look down at my computers and say, you know what? I'm done for today. I know I have more to do. I know I could have had more productive day. I know I was distracted in areas I shouldn't have been. Tomorrow's another day. I'm going to try again. The most important thing is that you show up consistently. Even if your energy is not so high and so wild, if you can show up just a little bit for what you're trying to work on, what you're trying to achieve, you'll be able to get through it and you'll be able to achieve eventually what it is that you want. Oh yeah, a really good thing for achievements. Make sure you set a dead end, a goal, a timeline, something that says, I will achieve closer to this amount of money within this time period. But make sure it's something that you can see as possible. But that's a topic for a different day. So don't be hard on yourself. Know that you tried. Know that some days your energy will be higher than other days. Know that sometimes, some hours, your energy will be higher than other times. Have compassion for yourself. Give yourself the okay to understand that you're doing the best that you can with what you have, with where you are, and have that compassion for other people, because everybody is really doing the best that they can.